Conjugal love. At its most idealistic, conjugal love can be one of the greatest expressions of human love. Jesus implied this when he said, "For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife." When man and woman genuinely and purely love one another, there is complete harmony between them in body, mind, and soul. When their love is expressed in its highest form, it results in a perfect unity. But this love, too, has its flaw. It can be tainted by the abuse of sex, which eclipses divine love. Nature has made the sex impulse very strong so that creation might go on. Therefore, sex has its place in a marital relationship between man and woman. But if it becomes the supreme factor in that relationship, love flies out the door and disappears completely. In its place come possessiveness over familiarity, and the abuse and loss of friendship and understanding. Though sexual attraction is one of the conditions under which love is BOM, sex in itself is not love. Sex and love are as far apart as the moon and the sun. It is only when the transmuting quality of true love is uppermost in the relationship that sex becomes a means of expressing love. Those who live too much on the sex plane lose their way and fail to find a satisfying marital relationship. It is by self-control, in which sex is not the ruling emotion, but only incidental to love, that husband and wife can know what real love is. In this modern world, unfortunately, love is too often destroyed by overemphasis on sex experience. Those who practice a natural, not forced, moderation in their sex life develop other enduring qualities in the husband-wife relationship: friendship, companionship, understanding, mutual love. For example, Madame Amelita Galli-Curci and her husband, Homer Samuels, are the greatest lovers I have met in the West. Their love is beautiful because they practice these ideals of which I speak. When parted even for a short time, they eagerly look forward to seeing each other again, to being in each other's company, to sharing their thoughts and love. They live for each other. The relationship between Ella Wheeler Wilcox and her husband is another beautiful example of conjugal love. Mr. John Larkin, a student of mine who knew them, told me that he had never seen anything like their love. He said, each time they met, it was as if they experienced again the joy of the first time. They were utterly devoted to each other. For 3 years after his death, her constant thought was of reunion with him. Then she passed on, his name on her lips. I met a man of similarly unselfish devotion in this country. He deeply loved his wife, so much so that his love for her became transmuted into divine love. After she died, he wandered for years, seeking a way to find her again. At last he did succeed. In the end, he found God through his love for her. This is the story as he told it to me. In his wanderings after her death, he sought out a great saint in the Himalayas. He persuaded the holy man to promise to give spiritual initiation to him and his wife together. After assuring him of his promise, the saint asked, "Where is your wife?" The husband then told him that she was dead. The saint nevertheless kept his promise to give initiation to the two together. He instructed the man to sit in meditation and began to invoke the presence of the wife. Suddenly she appeared. For a long time she talked with her husband. Then the two sat together and received initiation from the saint. Afterward, the Holy One blessed them, and the wife departed. From that moment, the husband realized that the beloved form he had known as his wife was in reality an individualized manifestation of the consciousness of God, as is every human being. The true meaning of divine love, which is behind and responsible for every ideal human relationship, was revealed to him.